Hello guys, I'm here with another video. I got a heated blanket. It's super cold in here, so I don't know why I'm doing it today, but actually I kind of do, but I don't. Um, it's only February. It's like the end of February. Filming this on February 23rd, I think. But the reason why is because I'm be getting a job pretty soon, so I don't know if I'm gonna have as much time to do this. So I kind of just want to like jump ahead a little bit. So that's kind of why I'm doing this now. Obviously, it's not gonna be posted till probably closer to St. Patrick's Day because this is why we're doing it. But I just wanted to kind of let you guys know why I'm choosing to do it while I'm freezing. Because to be honest, I think it was supposed to be freezing, but we had some nice days, and then all of a sudden we got smacked with more cold, like Antarctic kind of cold. So it's like cold in here, but I guess we're gonna go ahead and get started. We're doing a St. Patrick's Day look tutorial thing. If you want to follow on, feel free to do so. But yeah, I'm just gonna get my stuff prepped and then we're gonna get started. I already have basic makeup on, so we don't have to worry about that, but we'll see in a bit. Okay, so I'm just gonna use a lip liner pencil and line out like a mouth. It doesn't really matter what color because we're gonna outline it with eyeliner. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I have reference photos, but I'm kind of gonna like tweak it. Let's be honest, most artists probably use references. After you do it so long on phone, you kind of learn what you're gonna do, but I like to look at things, get inspiration, and then once I get some inspiration, I add kind of my own thing to it. Looks like I'm making a mustache right now. Crazy. It's okay if it looks crazy at first, but I'm gonna go ahead and kind of do that. Kind of usually have like the same idea in the beginning whenever I do these things. I guess kind of like giving a bit of the Joker. Make sure we use the chin as a mouth too. Just kind of give it like a little swoop right there. And then, kind of do the same thing on that side and then proceed to the next step. I know this is weird right now. It doesn't exactly look like a mouth. Trust the process, you know what I'm saying? But we have that. It's supposed to be kind of the lips. But now we're going to draw in some teeth. It's always the fun part. So we're not outlining it yet. I'm just going to get some teeth. It's always kind of challenging because my actual mouth is in the way. So I have to try to make sure that we get some nice shape looking teeth going, but just drawing some teeth. It's kind of like a little reference. We're just gonna do that all the way around. I don't think you need to see me do the whole thing, but I could be wrong. I guess let me know if you actually watch this or whatever, if you want to see actually I could try to time lapse it. Maybe I'll do a little time lapse here right now. Give me a second. Okay, so now I'm just outlining it. I couldn't do a time lapse because I would have to. It's just too much work, honestly, with the on here because it has like a built-in time lapse thing. And if I use that, then I would be forced to use my front camera, which I do not want to do right now. So, yeah, we're just doing that. We're just outlining all the teeth, and then we'll move on to the next step. The only problem is that I probably should have picked up more eyeliner, so this is gonna be a little bit of a tricky one because it's like I'm struggling to get eyeliner out, but we're gonna figure it out. But we'll be back when we're on to the next step. Okay, so we got that part outlined. So what we're gonna do with this part, we're just gonna the lip part that we outlined, we're just gonna do that in green. But just so you know, around the teeth, I would recommend not coloring it all the way black if you want to have like some gums in there, but other than that, all these parts like this, we're gonna color in with our eyeliner. So like pretty much all like these parts, which I'll do a little bit on camera, but like I said, I'm running out of eyeliner, so it's kind of been a little bit of a pain. I mean, usually eyeliner is like just to line your eyes. That's how it got the name, but so usually it's like it's easy to run out if you do a lot of special effects makeup because I do a lot of like coloring in things, but we're gonna go ahead and do that and then we'll be back. Okay, you see how it's slowly starting to come together, but I'm gonna go ahead and work on the teeth. I got grease makeup from Halloween from a little while ago, so we're gonna go ahead and use that and fill it in. There's probably better things to use, but this is just the stuff I have right now. I'm just kind of slowly trying to invest into everything. Like, it actually does take a while. And a lot of the stuff I am trying to invest into as well as like painting and stuff like that. So it's kind of a slow process. So like I'm kind of working with what I have. It's like maybe there's a probability or a possibility that it could be better if I had the proper stuff, but we'll just say all my makeup looks that I do is kind of on a budget, but it's still fun. And they still look alright. I think they do anyways. It's alright enough for me to not be embarrassed to post it because you can kind of tell. And I will say, one time I did this special effects makeup and I showed my my dad and he said it looked like it was a beard, so I don't know. Maybe he's just being a hater. I don't know. But because we're gonna go ahead and fill that in and then move on to the next step. Okay, so we said went ahead and filled all that in. I added a little bit of shading just slightly to give it a little something something, but we're gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna take eyeshadow and color in gums with some eyeshadow underneath where I left it. That's all I said. If you want to have gums, kind of don't color all of it in so you can have that. But we're gonna go ahead and do that. And then once we get that all said and done, we're going to just color all this in green with either eyeshadow or grease makeup, and then we'll be right back and move on to the next step. You can kind of see the illusion starting to come together. Hopefully it doesn't look like a beard. But okay, that's besides the point. We're going to move on to the next step where we add some dimension on the outer area just to give it more of that like pizzazz, you know? So I'm just going a very light pinkish color and I'm just going to go around the mouth and kind of gradually get darker. So have like the lighter color kind of more, I guess, expanded. And then when you add the darker colors, it's kind of more closer to the mouth to kind of give it more of like a, I guess, like, I don't know, a creepy effect because we love creepy makeup. So I'm just kind of doing that. I'm gonna go all the way around. Make sure you get that under the chin. Then when you do add darker colors, I like to kind of go in with black and red and kind of mix the two. I guess I'll just give like a quick example. It's kind of like, so it's like a little bit darker. I don't know if you can see on camera, but it's a little bit darker. So we're just gonna go ahead and do that, and we'll be right back with the next step. Alright, now that's all said and done, we're gonna move on to the next step. Just showing what it looks like. We're gonna move on to the next step. I just wanna give myself like wrinkles or something and kind of like build more dimension, like to look more kind of like a leprechaun kind of thing or something like that. So I guess we'll just start with the nose. And you know how like you have like just kind of give this an outline to kind of make it more dramatic. and kind of just follow along with it a little bit, and then kind of bring it a little outwards, kind of like so. We might have to darken it up a little bit, but that. And then kind of do another one a little bit up here, closer to the eye. Kind of like that. To kind of start building a different kind of like, I guess, face. Kind of go in here like that. Add another one in between. Kind of just build off that, and when we kind of get that faded out or whatever, we'll go in with black to kind of darken it up a little bit in some areas, like that part we want darker. We kind of want to just darken up some of the areas. Kind of just start sculpting. We'll do another one kind of in these areas too, because just so like, I don't know, smile lines, if that's what you want to call it. We're gonna go ahead and kind of do that, and just start kind of doing that everywhere. Kind of do the same on the other side too, where like kind of right here, and then follow it going down like so. I'm just kind of keep building off that. Okay, we got some of that done. Now I'm gonna give myself some like red eyebrows with grease makeup. My stomach's growling. I'm starving, but we're gonna go ahead and kind of do like red bushy eyebrows. Kind of have those hairs sticking out. Kind of want them pretty thick too, so I'll just kind of do an outline. Kind of do all that. We'll probably add some darker colors in there, like black, to kind of make it look a little bit darker, but it's kind of the gist we're going for right now. We're gonna go ahead and do the other eyebrow and add the other stuff. This is what it looks like right now. I know it looks a little crazy, but we're gonna get some props on. Also, I think I'm gonna do something right here too, but I'm gonna do that off camera, unfortunately. Because I'm kind of getting tired, I'm not even gonna lie. And also because it just, you can do whatever you want. Like if you have something that you wear, I'm just gonna paint something and then change my top and maybe do something with my mop, and then we'll pretty much be done. So we're gonna go ahead and do that before we show you the final look. So this is the finished like makeup look part. I put on a different shirt, and I got a pair of like overall thingy things that I'm gonna wear, and then I'm gonna try some of my hats. But let's take the headphones off because that's not part of the look. But there it is. Oh, it's kind of crazy, isn't it? From like further back, like when you're up close, you can kind of tell you see my mouth, but when you go all the way back there, then it's just about angles, movement, whatever. But we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna go put the rest of our stuff on, then we'll be back because I'm getting prepped for a short. I always have to do the short because people like short content. I make this for my own sake, and in case anybody really wants to follow along or see it. It's really, when you start to really get the stuff, it actually kind of seems kind of pretty simple. So I kind of want to show you guys in a sense that it can be kind of simple. I mean, if you wanted it to look super professional, then I'm sorry I cannot do that right now. Maybe if I had better stuff, maybe down the road and more practice, then sure. But this is all for funsies, you know, like, because I've had people say, "Oh, you should, like you should go to school to like somehow be like a makeup artist for like in the movies." And it's like, one, I don't know how you go about that. Two, I'm not that good. Like, I'm gonna be honest. Like, I'm not gonna say I'm complete ass, but I also know I'm not that good. I'm not gonna like gloat myself and like glaze myself into thinking that I'm like, because I'm not. I'm mid. I'll say I'm mid. So we're gonna keep it at that, but we'll be right back. Okay, so I just decided that I like this little mushroom. It gives a little something, and then this hat. I have this, but I also have this. I don't know what would be better. I said I would do something with my hair, but after doing all this, like, I don't know about some people, but I get so tired, and I just broke it. But I get tired, so then I don't want to like go the extra mile and do all that stuff because like I think I started around 4:30. It is now 7:30, so it's been 3 hours, and that wasn't even me doing makeup because I had makeup on before this. Like I did foundation, contour, and all that stuff before. So showering and all that stuff. So yeah, pretty much today's just been fully like makeup. So yeah, but I guess I'm gonna try what stuff on to see what's better. You can see this is another thing that sucks. Like you could tell it's like cracking because like having facial movements. It's like I have to be like not making any facial movements. Otherwise, if you're up close, you can see that it's cracking, and it's just like it's hard to save it. It's like by the time you're done, it's like you've already laughed, sang, whatever. Because I've been listening to music, or I might scroll for a second and see something that's funny, and it's like I can't be doing that. Don't mind my blanket. Like I said, it is cold in here. But I think we're gonna stick with the fedora because this broke. I don't want to fix it. Plus, I think I did this last year, so the hat doesn't have to be green. But we tried. Maybe we'll when we do the short, we'll like do both. But I don't know what side would be better. Eh. But yeah, this is the final look, and I hope you enjoyed. I guess if you have any recommendations ever, if there's anything in particular that you actually would want to see, you can leave in the comments or whatever. I hope this was helpful or fun or entertaining and or whatever. And I'm gonna, I guess, go make my shorts that I've been planning to make because we're gonna be getting a job soon. So doing all this, like, it's probably a good thing I did it now because then for the actual St. Patrick's Day, I probably actually wouldn't have anything, which would be sad because I like doing these and I like to have, like, I guess try to do stuff with the seasons or whatever, or even the holidays, whatever. But yeah, if you enjoyed and watched, I appreciate it. Also, I don't like to ask. That's why I haven't been asking because I just don't like it for whatever reason. I just don't like asking. But if you made it this far and if you would like to check out my TikTok or Instagram or Facebook, that's link is in my bio. So if you'd like to check that out, feel free. I'd be appreciated. Thank you. And I hope you guys have a good St. Patrick's Day. Peace.